All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are opening up our discussion of segment addition postulate. So it's a part of 1.2 in which our overall goal is to identify and utilize key terms involving segments, but specifically today we're going to identify and utilize the segment addition postulate. Segment addition postulate is going to be one of the most common postulates utilized in all of geometry. It can be utilized algebraically, and it can be utilized graphically, and it can be utilized in proof. So what is the segment addition postulate? I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. What we're saying is that if we have a bigger segment, we'll call it AC, and there is a point somewhere in between A and C, we're going to call it B, then AB plus BC is equal to the entire segment AC. Now hopefully that kind of seems like common sense for us, and it really should. It's basically what ends up happening. Okay, so the two smaller segments added on up end up equaling our bigger segment. So let's take a couple of ways in which we can utilize this. Now we're going to start pretty basic here for our first example. So what we're going to say here is that G is between F and H. So here's F, and I know H is at endpoint Y because G is somewhere in between F and H. FG, the distance from F to G is 6, and remember correctly, when there is no bar up top and there's an equal sign, that means we are doing with values. Remember, values. So, and then the distance from F to H, F all the way to H, is 11. So the segment addition postulate says that FG plus GH equals the entire segment FH. So FG is 6, GH is unknown, and FH is 11. Well, a quick subtraction shows us that GH has a value of 5. All right, pretty self-explanatory. Let's amp it up just a little bit and incorporate some algebraic notions to it. So once again, we know here that M is between N and O, and I want to know what the value of NO is. Well, if you take a look here real quick, what is standing in the way of knowing the value of NO is knowing the value of X. So we're going to use our segment addition postulate to find the missing variable X. So I know by the segment addition postulate that NM plus MO is equal to NO. Well, a substitution property of equality allows me to substitute 17 for NM, and it allows me to substitute 3x minus 5 for MO, and NO is a value of 5x plus 2. Well, now this is just a basic algebraic problem in which we're solving for a missing variable. So if I subtract 3x on over and combine 17 minus 5, I get 12 equals 2x plus 2. Subtract 2, and 10 will equal 2x, and x is going to equal 5. So that's the value of X, but it wants the value of NO, so please make sure to substitute right back on in. 5 times 5 plus 2 is a value of 27 for NO.